Yo guys, just a quick little Dark Magician rank 7 meme. I know some people really like to play rank 7s in their Dark Magician build, but I don't think they really push the deck to its limits. So here's what I've seen in my locals from the Kashtira player, and I thought, well, why not put that in Dark Magician? So that's pretty much exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use Magician Souls and Chronicle Magician, so it's an in-archetype way to make it rank 7. But I'll also go over cards you might want to play to help make rank 7s more available to you when you're playing Dark Magician, because it's hard. Summoning Dark Magician off Souls is the easy way, but naturally you're going to need another way to get there. Chronicle Magician can be a way, but it can be a bit of a bricky card too, so you're probably only going to want to play one. Okay, so what we're going to do after we summon Dark Magician and Chronicle is we're going to make Draco Sack. Draco Sack can chill over here in defense mode. We're going to use his effect. We're going to detach Dark Magician just because it combos so well with Soul Servant, Eternal Soul. Anything else we might have, may as well put him in the grave now. We're able to make 2 tokens thanks to Mr. Draco Sack. And then we can go and just make those tokens straight into Link Spider. Some of you might know exactly where we're going, because there is a new Link to G Golem card, and that's where we're going now. It is called G Golem Crystal Heart, and it's pretty awesome because it lets you summon an Earth Cyberse monster, and Link Spider is Earth Cyberse monster, so naturally you can see what we've got going on here. We're able to then go into Decode Talker Heat Soul, or you could see we could have gone straight into Access Code. Well, let's activate Decode. We're actually able to get a draw. So not only were we able to turn 2 cards into 2 cards, we're also able to get a 3rd card by getting a draw. Yes, it does use a lot of extra deck slots, but yeah. And then of course we can go into Access Code. And if you've been counting all the different attributes we've been using, when I go to use the Access Code effect, I can't because there's no other cards on the field. But there's a fire, there's a water, and there's an earth. So we've even got 3 different attribute pops. So don't forget, you could get a light and dark engrave for more Access Code pops if you'd played any other Dark Magician Link cards earlier in the turn. Alright, let's talk about a bunch of cards you can play in your rank 7 Dark Magician deck that will help get it off the ground. Stuff like extenders and stuff like in-archetype extenders as well. So we'll start off by saying, well, Illusion of Chaos can go ahead and grab you Chronicle Magician, or it can grab you Souls depending on what you're missing, and Prep can grab you Illusion of Chaos. So off the bat, you're going to want to run a couple of copies of Illusion of Chaos Prep, and obviously 3 Magician Souls, probably 1 Chronicle Magician, but hopefully your Illusion of Chaos and Preps can help you get that 1 copy of Chronicle Magician, because as I mentioned, it's quite a bricky card, whereas Souls, you can play at 3 quite safely. It's a very safe card. You can special one and normal one even if you open the 2, so it's quite fine. Now we get onto the extender level 7s, and we'll talk about them all in detail. So we have Nessie. You could play a danger package in general. And what's great about the danger package is they're dark, and they have effects when they're discarded, and they can actually special themselves just by using their in-hand effect. But you can play them with Apprentice, and Apprentice can discard certain ones for you, search and get a DM to help your hand with, summoning more dangers and discarding the DM hopefully. But also, it helps you, manipulate the danger effect you actually want to trigger. So Nessie, you wouldn't want to discard because you probably want to summon the Nessie. But Nessie does search any danger card when it's discarded. So you could play Dogman and the other danger cards too. Dogman's probably the worst danger, but it is a level 7. So I haven't put it on this list. But you could just play a danger package in general, with Nessie being one of the cards you play at 3 because it's the best danger, I would say. That is why Apprentice Illusion Magician is here. And not to mention Apprentice Illusion Magician and Dark Magician Girl, summon Dark Magician Souls, and go and make Naruto, which we'll talk about a bit later. We've also got Phantasme, the Fantastical Dragon. This will be a meta core. Phantasme is a great dark level 7 dragon, pretty much everything DM wants, and it's a hand trap that can help fix your hand if your opponent Link summons. So you've got to be versing the right deck. So it's very format specific, but can be a great card in the side in your rank 7 deck. So side it in when you know you're going to get some draw, some value. It's also got a negation effect. So when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, quick effect, discard a card, negate, and destroy. Quite good for a hand trap that fixes your hand. Also, once again, all that synergy with the deck. Dark Dragon level 7, great. The Shooter, kind of in a similar boat. Not a dragon, but a worm, but a level 7 dark with a great effect that synergizes with vanilla. You can combo this card with Magician Soul summoning Dark Magician, actually get a quite good effect off the Ebon Illusion Magician summon. What I'm talking about here is you summon the Vishuda first, Magician Soul summons Dark Magician, overlay for Ebon, detach Vishuda for Ebon to summon a DM from deck. The Shooter has this great effect. If you control a non-effect monster, DM, banish this card from hand or grave, target a card your opponent controls, bounce it to hand. Sensational. And then of course when you attack with your vanilla, you'll trigger your Ebon. So you attack with your DM, Ebon will then trigger to banish a card in your opponent's field. So through just the 2 cards, Magician Souls and Tenyi, Vishuddha Tenyi, you're able to get to Ebon, summon out another Dark Magician, get a bounce by banishing Vishuddha, and then of course when you attack with your DM, your Ebon will trigger to banish another card. Kind of sensational, right? Pretty good. This is probably my favorite one. Oh my goodness, because I play so much Ref and Red Eyes Fusion in my builds. Red Eyes Meteor Dragon. Man, this card is awesome. Red Eyes Black Meteor Dragon to be specific. This card is actually a level 6. But when you summon it through its effect, it becomes a level 7. So let's get to that. You send a level 5 or higher normal from deck, hand deck, or grave. Hand deck to grave, sorry. Normally, I'm sending DM, to be honest, when I play this card. Yes, you can send Red Eyes and Blue Eyes and stuff. But you're going to send DM with this, because then your souls can send DMG. And then you just pick to summon the DM. It's really good. You get to put both bricks in the grave / field turn 1 by playing Meteor Dragon. It's like another copy of Magician Souls. But anyway, you summon the Meteor Dragon, and then you can, mill DM to summon it, and then as I said, mill DMG to summon souls, and then souls you just pick to summon DM, and then you can rank 7 with these 2 cards. Now, it's also got this niche effect where if this card's in the grave, except the turn it's sent there, you can banish it, add a Red Eyes Fusion from deck or grave to hand. Super awesome if you play Ref. So good. So this is my favorite one by far, but there's also the cash cards. Now, the cash cards are probably the best 7s here. The problem with the cash cards is a lot of people don't like them because the deck, if you play cash DM, it kind of just feels like you're playing worse cash, and some people don't want to play DM compromised with other engines. So I understand that, even though I do play a lot of other engines in my DM decks myself, I understand that. The cool thing about both these cards is you can summon Fenrir when you have no monsters, and then you can search another copy of itself to follow up for next turn. Or you can search Unicorn, for example. You can summon Unicorn and search Birth, which is a very good card that lets you summon a Kashtira from Banished, I believe, or Grave. And also, this card, Birth, also lets you banish cards from your opponent's grave when they activate a spell, I believe. You get to banish up to 3. And Unicorn, if your opponent activates a monster effect, or if you get to attack, look at their deck and banish something face down. Extra deck, sorry, and banish something face down. But these can be really good just to sit on the field. You don't even have to rank 7 with them. I guess is the issue. You want to rank 7 with them. Maybe Fenrir is the better one because you summon Fenrir, get a copy of itself for next turn, then you make a rank 7 with it. It's fine. Alright, we're back to in-archetype ways to make rank 7s. So, Magician Souls can send itself to the grave and summon DM that you put in the grave. Then you can activate Soul Servant, stacking Mahad, banish the Soul Servant from grave. Mahad will then be drawn, and then you can summon Mahad. Suddenly, you can then overlay Mahad and DM. Go ahead and make any of your rank 7s you'd like to make. It's cool, but you ideally want DM and Mahad in the grave, so it can be a bit awkward. But that's normally not till next turn, so you get the Soul Servant draw. You've already used the Soul Servant draw this turn, so you can wait till next turn to get both in the grave. Probably one of the effects you'll activate will detach it on your turn, and maybe another one on the other turn if it's not destroyed by your opponent, so that's cool too. They are probably the only 7s I would ever play or consider in a Dark Magician rank 7 turbo deck. However, there are some other options. I'll talk about them quickly. I don't think they're very good, but they're there. You can use the Ascendant of Thunder. It specials itself by paying 3k LP. Wild. If it does get destroyed while it's in your control, you gain 5k, but like if you're overlaying with it, you're not getting that LP back. And the last one is the Wandering Griffin, and this is great if you play the Adventure engine. However, the Adventure engine kind of wants to use this as a negate, and it has to shuffle itself for the negate. So, once again, this summons itself for free if you have the Adventure token, or if you have no monsters. So, it's kind of like Vishuddha, where it'll just summon itself for free, or the Kashtiras, but it doesn't really have any of the extra special stuff. You know, Vishuddha had the special stuff, where if you have a vanilla, you can banish it from hand or grave. Target card on the field bounce. That's so good. And the Kashtira cards, I think we all know how good Kashtira cards are, so it's just a bit of a dead card. You know, it is technically a card you could use, but you probably wouldn't. And that's where Ebon High comes in. This card is a rank 7 and it's a spellcaster rank 7. It's just not that great. And it needs 2 spellcasters. So a bunch of the extenders I've told you to use today, you can only use Mahad. I think that's the only spellcaster. Yeah, Chronicle and Mahad are the only ways to get this out. And to be honest, this card's no great. All this card does as a rank 7 is, by detaching a material, you can activate quick play spells and traps during your opponent's turn. Great. You also can just set them, you know? I get that you're like meant to keep them in your hand and keep them protected, but then like what? They're just going to out this. And then like you've got a handful of traps and quick plays you can't use in your opponent's turn. So it can be a bit of a joke. I understand when this card is destroyed and sent to the grave, you get to special summon a dark spellcaster. Cool. Then you destroy a card on the field, but that's not that great, you know? You'd rather have this card stay on the field so you can use all the traps and quick plays you kept in your hand, right? If they destroy this and then you suddenly still have your traps and quick plays in your hand, you're not getting them to the field. Like, it's over, baby. You're losing that game. So anyway, let's quickly talk about all the rank 7s you can make. Eborn Illusion Magician is a classic, and you can pair it with Naruto. Naruto can be made with Apprentice and DMG. Naruto lets you negate a spell trap by detaching a material. However, you can just rank up into Eborn Illusion. So Apprentice and DMG, Summon of Souls probably, can actually go and summon Eborn Illusion Magician, then you can detach the DMG from it, special a DM from deck, then your Soul Servant can get you a draw 2. That's pretty nifty. Of course, that's about a 3-card combo because you need a discard for Apprentice and then Souls needs to summon DMG. Go to Naruto, go to Eborn, detach for Eborn, summon DM. So it's still a pretty big process, a 3-card combo to just get to that draw 2 of the Soul Servant. But hey, that means you also have to have Soul Servant, which is a 4th card, but you get what I'm saying. Unless you discarded the Soul Servant of the Apprentice, then it's back to a 3-card combo. But anyway, there's also this weird guy. Volo, the Darkest Dragon Doom Rider. You can attach 2 materials from this card, target a face-up card, destroy it. If you destroy a monster, you can make a face-up monster you control gains attack equal to the level rank till the end of the next turn. That's alright. This card can't attack the turn you do it. Also, it's a quick effect if you have a dragon as material. So that would only work with the Red Eyes Black Meteor here, and I suppose Phantasme. But that's cool, I guess. Flare Metal is an oldie but a goodie. Same with Big Eye and Draco Sack. Oh, I've got Flare Metal here twice. Whoops. Flare Metal, Big Eye, Draco Sack, and Ebon. They're all kind of the staple old school 4 rank 7s used to play. Flare Metal's good for burning your opponent to death like in time, or if you got them low, like you swung with your DMs, you got them kind of low, but you didn't have enough gas to finish. Cool, go into this and pass. They'll burn to death if they make 2 or more plays, kind of thing. Big Eye's great for stealing one of your opponent's monsters and just saying a big, like, I get it now I'm going to beat you with it. Draco Sack's great for link climbing, as I showed, or just, yeah, making some generic destruction effects. I don't know. You probably wouldn't use it for that. You just use it to link climb. And of course, Zeus. I mean, if you're going to play a rank 7 engine in DM at all, you got to play Zeus. Now, there is the Galaxy Tomahawk. If you play Master Duel, you can play Galaxy Tomahawk, and you put it in the extra monster zone when you summon it, and you get to spawn 5 tokens, and you can just pop off from there. Some people make crazy combo videos with that. I actually have some on the channel if you want to go check those out. But anyway, that's it for the rank 7 discussion. Let me know if you guys like playing rank 7 Dark Magician. It does feel a little bit more like old school Dark Magician from when I used to start playing the deck. Anyway, let me know what you think about rank 7 Dark Magician, guys. I know I kind of love it. It has a special spot in my heart from when I started playing Dark Magician, so you gotta kind of love rank 7 Dark Magician, though. It just feels like every other deck does XYZs better than us. And maybe if we got a new rank 7, we could maybe look into it again, but that rank 7 would need to be able to use vanilla Dark Magician and stuff from the hand, in my opinion, to be usable. But hey, maybe that's more of a link monster thing. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me know what you thought of the vid. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more Dark Magician Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm your boy Loza, and I'll catch you very soon, my Dark Magician enjoyers. Peace.